Thank you for joining only in Sedona Yoga for this Hatha to restorative flow. These flows are designed to be basic and suitable for yogis of all levels, including those using their program as part of their healing therapy. Let's talk to our mats. All right, beautiful yogi, let's take a few deep cleansing breaths together as we mentally enter our sanctuary of yoga. Take whatever seated position is comfortable. You can kneel or take an easy sukhasana. If you like, you can bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly so you can feel the rise and fall of your chest. Please use these first few quiet moments to mentally shut out the outside world. Welcome yourself into your self-care sanctuary of yoga. Form your private intention for your practice and just focus on your breath. Inhaling here for a count of 4 and exhaling for a count of 5. Take one more breath here, beautiful yogi, and as you exhale that next breath, smile, sigh, and open your eyes. If you're not there already, come into an easy sukhasana seat, place your hands on your knees, and really exaggerate that stretch as you begin by rotating 3 times one way and 3 times the next. Getting that blood and synovial fluid flowing to our spine and joints so it's safer for us to move. Sit tall here in the center. Take a deep breath of air as you stretch an inch taller, and whichever leg is in front, rotate your wrist down, twist to that side, look behind. Just give me a couple breaths here, and when you've had enough, that back arm comes up, feeling a beautiful stretch through your side body. And when you've had enough of that, come forward to sit again, switching the cross of your legs. Again, just bring those arms up as you take a deep inhale. And exhale as you rotate those wrists and you come down into a twist the other way. Just a few breaths here, so when you've had enough, bring this back arm up and over. Look up if you can. If you have a chance to take your practice outside and feel the sun on your skin, I highly recommend it. Let's come out of that. Bring this over onto all fours, but take a slightly wider position. Just move in your body any way that feels good. 3 times in one direction. And 3 times the other. And if you're a YouTube, I think you have to be a premium member. I'm not sure, but if you are a premium YouTube member, you can download these videos on your smartphone and take them outside. So just a little helpful hint there if you have that capability. Bring it into all 4 proper. And then inhale as you sink into cat. Exhale as you round into cat. Take a few more here, moving at your own pace, uniting your breath-body movement, as we prepare for the Hatha portion of our flow here today. Take one last round here, beautiful yogi. Round up into cow, or cat rather, I'm sorry. I always get those two backwards. You watch the show for a while, you know that. And then come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Lift yourself up and back into your first down dog. And since it is our first, let's get cozy. Bend those knees. Lift your hips a bit higher. Drop those heels. Your very next inhale, bend your right knee, exhaling as you stretch the left heel back. And then repeat that on the other side. And then just go ahead and walk out your dog. And when you've had enough, lift on both toes. Drop your heels. Give me a deep breath here and exhale with that smile and sigh again. Smile, sigh. This is your time for you to work on your healing and health as you walk to the front of your mat. Cross at your elbows and just gently tick-tock out, loosening that low back with so much TLC. We don't want to hurt that region. Maybe bend your knees as you slightly shift. And then just drop your hands down, bend your knees as you roll up one vertebrae at a time. Look up as your palms touch. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra at heart center. Let's stand tall in our mountain pose here. So take a second to really feel the posture and your connection with the earth through your feet. Your knees are soft. Your pelvis has a slight tilt. Your shoulders are down and back. Your neck is long. Go ahead and take a deep breath as you recite your intention. The next inhale, lift your hands up overhead. Look up, stretch an inch taller. Exhale as you slowly come down into that forward fold. Hold here, breathe, just ragdoll down. And then inhale to your flat spine. Exhale as you step back to plank, the top of a push-up. You always have the option to drop your knees to chaturanga. Otherwise, keep those elbows in as you just come down like an elevator, hovering as you feel how strong you are, because you are. And then lift into an up dog or cobra before tucking your toes and pushing back up into a down dog. Stay here and breathe with me. Your next inhale lifts that left leg up. You can go just as high as you like, so you might be right here, and that is fine, my friend. Pull that foot through, placing it just between your hands. Pivot your back foot to 45 degrees, going into warrior one. Lift yourself up. Hands are like a sword. Calm, proud. If you can look up, your drishti, your gazing point is your hands. It's high noon here in the desert, so I will not be looking into that sun, but you do you. And when you've had enough, come on up front and center. Release into a wide leg forward fold, this time walking your hands through just to deepen that stretch just a tiny bit. Going to the edge of where you feel tension. Please stop if you feel any pain. Your next inhale walks you up to a flat spine. Exhaling right where you are. Inhale as you open up to a peace sign on the right. Exhale, that arm floats down. And then inhaling and exhaling as you repeat that on the left. Beautiful. And then just keep walking around. You're going towards the back of your mat now. So you're walking yourself to a low lunge at the back of your mat. Inhale as you open up into a twisted lunge. Breathe here, reach, reach, reach through all points of the body. And then bring it on down. Framing that front leg. Back knee drops. Come into a runner's stretch, a little half split here. And just breathe with me. Try to reach out, elongating from the base of the spine. And when you've had enough of that one, walk back into that low lunge. Walk that front foot over so that your left foot is by your right wrist. And if you're back here in a pigeon like this, that's also okay. But get into that pigeon however you're comfy. Inhale yourself up. Exhale, collapse down for a few breaths. And when you've had enough there, come on up. Maybe bring this front leg in a little more. Grab that back leg. If you want to tuck, if you want to frame, feel free. If you want to just hold and look behind, that's just as acceptable. These workouts are for you. These flows are for you. So make them your own. They're for your health and healing. And then come into a single leg plank. Exhale as you lift into a split, or just right here. For inhaling again to a single leg. Exhaling up. Inhaling in. Little ab work here. Give me one more. Listen up. Plant that foot between the palms, but this time your back heel stays lifted. You're just going to lift yourself up into a high lunge. Hold here. So the difference between this and a warrior one is the positioning of the back foot. And then when you're ready, lift up, turn forward to see me. Sink into your goddess. Give me a breath or two here. This next part, we're going back to the front of our mat. We have a little bit of balance. Come on up out of goddess. Turn that front foot. Open that arms up wide. Slide on down the leg. Forgive our helicopter background noise as you take triangle. Now you might be here. You might be having your hand on a block. That's okay. Whatever works for you to get the posture. Or even if you just want to change the angle. I use blocks sometimes just to change the angle. And then our very last move in this flow, bend that front knee, step that arm out, come into your half moon. Hold, little balance, little work. And then with grace and control, bring that leg down. Just surrender to that forward fold. Before softening your knees, rounding it up. Looking up as your palms touch. Exhaling to heart center. Take a mindful moment here. Explore the effects of the work on your body as we prepare to go to the other side. Your next inhale lifts you up. Your next exhale surrenders to that forward fold. Your next inhale lifts you to a flat spine. Your next exhale steps back to the plank. Remember, you can drop your knees or just chaturanga down into your cobra or up dog, and then up into your down dog. Join me here and breathe with me, beautiful. This time it's the right leg that lifts, so remember, you only have to go as high as you want. Bring it through, planting it right between the front hands. That back foot is flat and pivoted to a 45 degree. Lift yourself up into that beautiful strong warrior one. Hang out here and breathe with me. Lift yourself up. You won't see me for a second, but you're coming back into that wide leg. Reaching your arms through. Pulling yourself down just a little bit. And then your next inhale brings you to that flat spine. Exhaling right where you are. We're taking that peace sign on the right. Moving, reuniting your breath, body movement here if you lost it a little. Everyone needs to be reminded, including me. Your next inhale walks you to that side of the mat, the back side. Coming into that low lunge. Opening up with a twist. Hold here and breathe. Ah. Bring this back knee down. Shoot back into your runners. Again, reaching from the hips. Breathing here. When you've had enough, come forward to that low lunge again, just until you can walk that leg over. Right foot to left wrist, sitting up tall in your pigeon first, and then coming forward for a few breaths. And when you've had enough, walk yourself up. Maybe bring this front leg in as you bend that back leg. Looking behind as you stretch. And when you've had enough, release that leg. Come into your single leg. Go into your split or just lift the leg and then pull it in. Give me 3 more of these, a little core work here. And that last one, you bring that foot through. Remember, this time the heel stays lifted, lifting into a high lunge. Hold here and breathe. And then turn it center, and you won't see me again. Sink into your goddess. Hold here for a breath or two. And then lift yourself up, going that way towards the front. Pivot that foot. Slide into that triangle, holding wherever works for you. I wish you all had the gorgeous view I have right now. And then bend that front leg, move that front arm, come into that half moon. Our baby bitty balance here, but you can do it. And if you fall out, guess what? Just get back up. It's no big deal. I fall out all the time. No big deal. finally lower that leg. Release to your forward fold. Soften your knees as you round up. Reaching up overhead. Lift up tall. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra to your chest. Pause for a moment of gratitude here as we prepare to flow down to our restorative section, where we'll be holding each pose for approximately 1 minute each. If any pose feels uncomfortable or you don't like it, please just exit out, take child's pose or an easy Sukhasana seat, and rejoin us when you're ready. And with that, inhale, look up, palms touch. We're going to flow our way down. Exhale, surrender, forward fold. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale as you step it back into your plank, top of a push-up. Remember, you can always drop your knees, otherwise chaturanga. Inhaling to your up dog. Exhaling to your down dog. And then listen to what we're going to do here. Start by lifting this left leg up. Bend it at the knee. Just kind of rotate it out a little. Start really opening that hip. We're going to do some deep hip openers here. Maybe some shoulders if we get to it, but definitely hips. And then just bring that leg down. Readjust in your down dog. Shoot that other leg up. Bend it. And a little rotation. Opening up those hips. Going into pigeon next. Again, we're going to be holding it for 1 minute this time. So bring that leg through. Either bringing the ankle to wrist or whatever leg position works for you. It can be in further if that's better on your knee. Lift yourself up with an inhale. Exhale, come on down and hold. Come on up out of this one. All you're going to do is just bring that back leg around. I'm going to swing around here and come into Janu. But you do you. Just bring the palm of that foot against the inside of the thigh. Lift yourself up tall. Turn towards that leg. Reaching from your hips, come down. Now if you want to shift positions here, coming forward, or perhaps leaning to the side, you have those options too. 1 minute here, take the option that works for you. gently come on up. Take this bent leg and just extend it. Coming into a straddle. Lift up tall. Lean forward again, hinging from the hips, and watch what we're going to do. Just very gently with your breath. Just move it here from side to side. Nice and slowly. Working at your own pace for 1 minute. And when you're ready, bring yourself around, and we're just going to take that pigeon on the other side. So work your way into it however you can. Sitting up nice and tall first, and then lowering down into that pigeon. Slowly bring yourself around, coming into that Janu on the other side. Palm of the foot right here. Lift up. Remember, you have options. You can come front. You can lean to the side. You can move around. Or you can hinge from the hips. 1 minute. Walk yourself up out of this one. Take this extended leg now. You're going to bring it all the way across the other leg. So your goal here is to stack your knees one on top of the other. You might be feeling enough of a stretch right here, If so, just go ahead and stay here. And if you want, what you can do is take eagle arm and hold here. And let's stay here for 1 minute. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. Gently begin unpretzeling yourself. Just take that to the other side. Maybe pause here in the middle. Just windshield wiper those legs a bit. And then just cross them the other way. Take as much time as you need to get into the pose. And if you want, take eagle arms and press your thumbs to your third eye. And sit here and breathe with me. Take as much time as you need to come out. Uncross those legs. Bring yourself around so that you have room to go back. Maybe take a second to just gently windshield wiper those legs again. And then again, ensuring you have room. Take yourself down and back. Lying all the way back on your mat. Bring your heels in so that they're almost touching your fingertips. We're going to unite our breath-body movement here for 5 dynamic bridges. Inhaling as you slowly lift. Exhaling as you slowly sink. Do that 4 more. Moving at your own pace with your breath. With your last one, we're going to go into our last 2 poses. First one is our cradle. Just hug yourself, your knees to your chest. Give me a few breaths here as you hug your knees in. And when you're ready, extend them for legs up the wall. And you have options here too. You can hold on behind the legs for support. You can place your hands right underneath your glutes to keep your lower back against your mat. You can point and flex the feet or circle the ankles. Just take a few breaths here. Thank yourself for the work that you did. Begin to focus in once more on your pace of breath. Inhaling for that 4 count and exhaling for 5 as you sink back into cradle for our last pose before Shavasana. And when you're ready, let your arms fall out, let your legs fall out, feet open to the sides. Shavasana. Simply breathe and be as you generate a feeling of gratitude in your heart center for your practice and the lessons gained from it. When you're ready, beautiful, bring your arms overhead as you blink your eyes open. Stretch, get an inch taller. Exhale with a sigh. Roll over onto your side. Just take a minute here to rest. And gently, ever so gently, push yourself up to sit. Coming into an easy seated position. Bringing your hands to your heart center in Anjali Mudra as we close our practice by bringing our palms to our head for clarity of thought, to our lips for kindness of speech, and to our hearts in gratitude for our practice. Namaste.